Right, so you clicked on this video because you want to see some scary Lego, so let's get straight into it. First up, the Demogorgon, the most iconic monster from Stranger Things. I made this out of just 20 pieces, and I made a grey version and a white version. This design works out a bit bigger than minifigure scale, but personally I like that as it makes for a more terrifying monster, and scarier than the official Lego version, which is the same height as Hopper and Joyce and barely taller than the children. If you want instructions to build this Demogorgon, look in the description where you'll see the link to my tutorial videos. And the same goes for pretty much all the builds in this video. The tutorials for how to build them are already on my channel. Next is Huggy Wuggy from Poppy Playtime. I built this in 4 different ways, but my favourite version is this one, with a head design inspired by someone called Justinus. The lips and teeth look so great, and who would have thought of using hot dog sausages and crowbars? It looks terrifying. Another source of horrifying monsters of late has been the Backrooms, and the freakiest and most iconic of them is this thing that gets referred to as Howler, Bacteria, or even sometimes as Lifeform. It's pretty easy to build with just a handful of black pieces, and then you're ready to glitch your minifigures into the Backrooms so they can get chased by this thing. Choo Choo Charles is another mock I've made using just 20 pieces, and it looks pretty good for a microscale, but as you can see it only has 6 legs and no face, and I wanted to give it an upgrade. I found this fantastic model online on a website called Barweir for an amazing price and had great fun building it. You can see it's got this brilliant printed piece for the face, and there's a working light on the front. And not only does it have wheels, unlike my poor little 20-piece model, but there's also a pullback motor on it as well. My favourite feature though is the legs. Each leg flexes in 3 places, meaning it's so much fun to pose and to animate. If you're interested in getting one, the link is in the description, along with a discount code you can use to get 13% off. Next up are these Skibidi toilets. They are super creepy and weird, and I've made 8 different types, but I'll skip over them pretty quickly as I know some of you really hate this stuff. For those who are interested, you can find how to build them by following the links in the description. Obviously I couldn't do this video without mentioning Siren Head, and you probably know I've built loads of different Siren Heads on my channel. Here are 5 of different sizes, and they're all pretty easy to build if you have a few of the right kind of clips, bars and skeleton or robot arms in grey or brown. The big builds definitely look better as they are more to scale and have more details, but the smaller ones are really cute. Another thing that's sort of cute and scary at the same time is Jumbo Josh from Garten of Banban, and he's especially cute when built out of just 20 pieces. And although Josh does seem to want to smash people with his gigantic fists, I think he really just wants to be friends. Just look at that smile. The scariest thing I've ever made out of Lego is this Train Eater. This thing can disguise itself as an ordinary train, but its normal appearance is this horrifying flesh-red creature with gaping jaws and its sides covered in eyes. I have to admit, after building the Train Eater, I broke it up again a couple of days later as I didn't want this nasty monster staring at me from my shelf. Just as terrifying though is the Shy Guy, SCP-96. It is said that the Shy Guy will instantly hunt down anyone who sees its face. Don't worry though, because although that applies to photos and videos of its face, it doesn't apply to artistic depictions or Lego builds. So if you want to build this scary Lego model, you can do so without any risk to your safety. My final builds for this video are Easter Bonnie and Lefty from Five Nights at Freddy's. They're not as terrifying as some of the nightmare animatronics from the game, but they're still pretty creepy to look at, especially Easter Bonnie, who almost looks like a reanimated skeleton. Like with all the other builds in this video, you can see tutorials on how to build them by clicking on the links in the description. And don't forget the Choo Choo Charles that I showed is available to buy from the Barweir website for a very reasonable price, and you can use the special discount code shown on the screen and in the description and get 13% off your order. Special thanks to my patrons, Rye Guy Gaming, Foxbroker Studios, Geiger Bricks and 2x3 Studios. You can find their channel links in the description. As always, I'll reply to all the comments that are posted in the first hour. Let me know what you thought of these builds and what you'd like to see in my next videos. Thanks for watching and I'll see you next time.